Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to do a watch along to Ready to Love. This is season 5 episode 5. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on so you don't miss out on any more of my videos, and comment down below who you think your love connections are. I got the boy over here, so if you hear a little extra noise, that's what that is. Love me, and let's go ahead and jump into this video.
Y'all back to the ladies lounge.
Ladies lounge time. So it's time to get the ladies and the men out here in their swimsuits, honey. It's time to see what everybody working with. We finna have a pool party. They're doing a lot of group activities this season. Anybody else notice that? This is like normally like we'll get like a mixer in the beginning and then it's a free-for-all. This is like the 3rd or 4th group activity that we're seeing. So Corey has a plan apparently. He says today he's gonna do something romantic for Courtney, and then the next time he'll do something romantic for Mumine. Something tells me that this isn't gonna go right.
Professing whoever's love for me, and I thought it was super cute and sweet. I think that's good.
It's cute. It's cute. So we're at the party, everyone's having a good time, and Courtney keeps finding little cards around her things with her name on it that are just like professing her love, professing a secret admirer's love to her. And she's like, oh, this is cute. And I mean, I do think that it is a cute thought. It is effort. It is thoughtful. It's who does it that has me side-eyeing it. Yeah, well, that's why I'm side-eyeing it. Another little thing happening at the pool party is Tyrone is also expressing his love to Shiloh. He said that he was feeling Sabrina a little bit and he's kind of seen the women, but he feels like Shiloh could be his wife. That's a bit a lot. He said he knew that after the first conversation. That's a bit a lot. And Shiloh says she's not there yet. You know, she's going to stay true to her process. When and if she gets there is when and if she gets there. Although I have heard that men know that who their wife is within like the first day of knowing her. That's what I've heard people say on the internet. Do I believe that? I don't. Maybe that's why the divorce rate is what it is. Why you look like that? Why you made that face? You've never heard that? I've heard that. I've heard like a man knows his wife within the first day of meeting her. I'm like, how? That's stupid. So Tommy comes in with his peacock shirt. I don't know what was on his shirt, honey. Tommy comes in with his little peacock shirt and he throws in a curveball. He says, for the first time in Ready to Love history, we're bringing in 2 sexy singles. So we are first introduced to Miss Sydney, and it seems that the ladies are intimidated, maybe. Mainly Tasia. I was watching somebody else's review. I think I was watching Bundy's review, and they were talking about how Tasia does give off a kind of insecure aura. I could see it. So Sydney comes in. She's a very pretty girl. She says she is more than just the outside. She's more than just a trophy wife, honey. You got to get to know her. Then we meet Sean, a 44-year-old writer and creative is what he says. Journalist, writer, creative. A nice looking man for 44. And it seems like off the bat, the 2 new people are kind of canoodling and kindling a bit. DC must be really small because a lot of these singles like know each other. So we're seeing people mix and mingle at the party. Corey and Mumine are over there in the corner. Courtney got an eye on it. Again, I just don't like how all up on folks Corey be, but that's just me. Then we see Sydney and Cornelius off to the corner talking, trying to get to know each other. And in the background of that, Camille is just lurking, honey. She is like a wasp or a bee or gnat or something, just lurking behind them. So then she gets all upset because she's like, my boyfriend, your boyfriend, my boyfriend is over there talking to another woman. And they go off to the corner, her and Cornelius go off to the side to talk. And if Cornelius don't see the red flags and don't run, then I can't feel sorry for him. She called him a country bumpkin. She called him a dumbass. She said that she's testing him and he keeps failing the test because he's talking to other women and he doesn't understand how women are playing the game. The whole thing is a game. The whole thing is to talk to other people and to get to know them. That's the whole point. You are all zeroed in on Cornelius and want him to be the same with you, and he's not necessarily wanting to be zeroed in like that, but he's feeling kind of pressured. Also, she's acting like this and she's like 42. Like, that is really weird to be acting like that at such a big age. That's kind of weird. Speaking of putting all your eggs in one basket, Tyrone has let Sabrina know that Shiloh might be his wife and that he's all in. And Sabrina's like, well, that's a bit much when you don't even know where she is, and the whole point of this process is to get to know people. I think that, and I've said this in the previous seasons, I think that they're missing the point of dating. The point of this show is to casually date and make genuine connections. You're not just supposed to find someone and fall in love in 3 episodes. You're supposed to make connections, get to know people, and then build it over the course of time. The point is to make a few connections so that you can stay around for a while and mix and mingle. And another thing, and I'm saying this to you, and another thing, for Corey to be doing all of this stuff for Courtney during this pool party, he's all over you mean. Like, it's kind of sending like, you know, it's like mixed signals. Like,
I don't think it's sending mixed signals.
How not?
Because, like, he is showing genuine interest. He has definitely 2 tops.
I mean, and that's fine for him to have 2 tops. But what I'm saying is
what's wrong with putting the same amount of energy into both of them?
But he's not, is what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
You're only seeing what the producers is giving you. Obviously, he showed enough attention to the one.
Well, Courtney doesn't even know for sure that Corey is the one that sent her notes. She's just assuming that. It hasn't been confirmed that Corey is the one that's sending her notes. And what we've been seeing is him up on Mean the whole day. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that to me don't sit right. Like, I'm not saying he can't talk to both of them. I'm saying that to me ain't sitting right.
Well, you never, let's see how it plays out. The next time they meet, he might give nothing but attention to Courtney and do like little sweet under pocket things to me.
Cause to me it sounds real playerish. It sounds like I'm gonna be on a date with you, but I'm gonna hold your hand over here. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it sounds real like.
It's definitely playerish. What you gotta do in this stuff.
All right, let's see. I ain't the only one that's calling it out. It's the way he moves. It doesn't. Wait. So we end up seeing Courtney and Corey off to the side, and he lets her know that he came a little early to write the notes out. And they're having a little talk on the chair. There's some feelings.
I told you. Hard head make us off behind. I told you.
I didn't think he was gonna be this goofy.
I told you.
Why he being extra goofy? Like, he being extra goofy though. You being a ham. You being a ham. And so Mean peeps this, okay? And what's aggravating to her, she's like, you can be sitting there doing something with Corey, and then within the next second you see him doing the exact same thing with the next woman. And that's what I'm saying. It's not that he's pursuing multiple women, it's how he moves. It just doesn't seem genuine. So it's the next day after the pool party, and Mean invites Corey out because Tasia let her know that he's been sending love notes to Corey. So they sit there and to Courtney. So they sit there and they're talking. And Mean is asking blatant, straightforward questions. Did you do that? well, did you see me do that? Don't answer my question with a question, Negro. Did you do it? You know, he asked her, he's deflecting. He's deflect. But she sees it. She's not being fooled by you not answering the question. And a non-answer, homeboy, is an answer, just in case you didn't know. See, these are the games you play when you in your early 20s, not when you 30 and 40 years old. Because we have all played those games before, I think, right?
I didn't have a problem with Daddy till he was dishonest.
But he's I never lied to you. You never lied, but you never answered the questions that are asked to you. Then he tries to, so he tried to deflect. Then he tries to maneuver around and be like, I really like you and I want you to, you know, meet my family. And she's like, well, am I the only person that you're inviting to meet your family? And again, no question was answered. Well, I want you to focus on us. So now you mean to seeing that he's playing the game, because this ain't the first time that, again, he's dipping and doing the same thing with multiple women at the same time. It's not about you dating multiple women, but you can't be treating everyone the same. Your intention can't be to copy and paste, which he has already said is his MO, to copy and paste from this woman to the next woman to the next woman. That's not how you actually build any kind of real connection. Why is Corey still here? Should have been gone. Episode 1. So we have a double date with Dante and Sydney and Camille and Cornelius. So this is like the third double date we've seen with Camille and Cornelius. She has not gone out with anybody else. I'm just saying, this is psychotic. But she takes this time to apologize. She takes this time to apologize for her actions last episode. Yes, multitasking, playing Baby Shark with the baby. She takes the time to apologize for her actions from last episode. And Cornelius just needs to take this as red flags and run, okay? Run. Dante and Sydney are having a nice little conversation. She says she appreciates his spirituality and working on himself and trying to get better for himself. Great date. The next date we see is with, what's the new guy's name? With the new guy, I'm sorry, his name just slipped away from me. And Aisha, you know, our blonde-haired hairstylist. And they seem to really have a connection. He is remembering things about her. She's extra flirty. Things are really good, but she asked a real grown woman question that I liked. He's 44 with no kids and never been married. She's 38 with 2 teenagers. And her baby making years are over. She says she sacrificed her 20s when everybody else was dipping it low and spreading it wide. Now it's her time. And so she wants to know if her and her ready-made family would be enough for, you know, a guy that she meets if he doesn't have children of his own. And she poses that question. He's unable to answer the question, but it is a very important question to consider at this point in dating, because it is what it is. Things aren't gonna change. I respect that. I like Aisha.
You're my number one. You're my number one. You're my
What
How many number ones do you have? Can you count?
He can't count.
Everybody gonna meet your parents.
Everybody gonna meet mom and daddy. Mom and daddy tired of meeting people. So we get to the ladies' lounge, and you know how it goes. We go around the table, people saying who they tops and all of this kind of stuff. Courtney says that Corey had wrote her notes at the pool party and brought the receipts and read them for the table. Well, as she's reading the notes for the table, you mean it's like, well, these are the same things that he's been saying to me. He's telling you that you're his number one. He's been telling me that I'm the number one. And I confronted him yesterday during our date. And so then Courtney says, well, did he invite you to meet his parents? She said, well, yes, he did. Why is Corey still here? Bye. Like Courtney say, he clearly can't count, because you can't have 2 and 3 and 4 number ones. There's only one number one. It's number one because it's one. Uno. So now we get to talking about who's at the bottom. And of course, Corey is at the bottom. Even the new girl sees that he's a clown. They also aren't feeling Sean. That was his name? Sean, the new guy. Camille says it's giving Tommy from Martin, I ain't got no job vibes, because he says he's a creator. He's a writer. He does gig work, you know, writing, you know. And then they have Tyrone, because Tyrone has professed his love for Shiloh. None of the women are feeling him, and because he's put all his eggs in his basket so early, it could be what sends him home. I don't think that would be fair. I feel like if you're in the ladies lounge and you see that, like, even though you don't have a connection with him, but he has a strong connection with someone else, I wouldn't vote him off, because clearly then they can't continue to see if their connection grows. I don't think that would be fair for the other lady in the ladies lounge. And clearly Corey just needs to go. So I don't know. And Shiloh kind of gets a little emotional because she says it puts a lot of pressure on her because she wants to do the process as the process is meant to be done. But she appreciates that he has been so open and transparent from the beginning. But that might be the same thing that sends him home. So it's time for eliminations. And this week they're actually letting their connections take them out. So we have Courtney with Corey, and we have Shiloh with Tyrone. And this is Shiloh and Tyrone's actual first date. So it's weird that he is all in and she's his wife and all of this, and y'all have never even actually been on a date. And this is the suckiest date to be on, because this is the date where she lets him know that he is not ready to love, and he says he regrets nothing. She knows where to find him in the end, and he still thinks that she's a great woman because she's not playing games and she's staying true to herself in this process. Meanwhile, you cut over there to Corey's old line, and Courtney is saying, we as the women, we talk when we get in the women's lounge, and the things you're telling me, you're telling other women in the lounge, and we talk about it. So you're a liar. And he's like, you could be the queen for the day. No. Bye, Corey. It took you 4 episodes too many to be gone as far as I'm concerned. Bye. You are not ready to love. Goodbye. I'm actually kind of sad to see Tyrone go, even though I think that Tyrone is extremely socially awkward, and I didn't think that he was going to find his connection there. I'm sad just because I feel like him and Shiloh didn't get a chance to even really see anything. And as far as Corey goes, y'all know I've had a countdown for Corey to be cut since the episode started. That's it. That's all I have to say for this week's episode of Ready to Love. Please drop down in the comments and tell me your thoughts on the episode. Make sure that you're subscribed, notification bell on, you like the video, and I'm gonna see y'all next week for another one. Peace.
Redbone is going back to Cornelius.
Redbone going back to Cornelius. So Camille can act like a fool.